Let's go. This is Sneaker Show, a weekly podcast all about sneakers. My sneaker brothers are here, Nathan and Shay. What's up, boys?
What's happening, Tim? It's your boy, Young Tabasco, 2C's, no typo, checking in from Calgary here, recording this from the Supreme Steel Chair. I hope it sounds different.
What up, y'all? Fredo from Medicine Hat. Happy to be back.
Boys, you're looking good tonight. Tabby, I got to hear about that hoodie, boy.
Oh, do you ever?
Yeah. So the whole thing here, our sole purpose is talking sneakers. We wake up thinking about sneakers. We text all day about sneakers. We're never not in the trenches. We're buying, we're watching, we're selling, we're thinking about them. It's this second life that's always running in the background. So if you know, you know. Today, we are going to discuss the Paisley Dunk Pack. Which one's your favorite? God, there are so many to choose from. We're going to dig into some New Balance numbers. Is the 2002 R a silhouette that you have to have? We have feelings about it. And it's just so good to have everybody here. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to look at some big moments from Instagram. As always, we're going to feel good chopping it up about our favorite topic. So guys, let's start with this. Let me bring it up on my screen here. Let's start with this. That's what I'm talking about.
Joe Crack. Jealous ones still envy. That's Don Cartagena right there.
You see that caption? Post it up.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
Jackets fit different on that size, hey?
I don't understand how it's like it's oversized, but it comes up.
Is that a hood or a collar?
Yes.
You see Fat Joe even commented there. Classy Freddie Blassie.
Celine hoodie. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What a specimen, hey? This guy's the gift that keeps on giving, truly.
It's the only way to wear those boots, though, when fools were pulling them over top, when the pants were going over top. That brought me joy today.
Well, he had all of New York to take that photo when he did it in front of a dumpster.
What does that say behind it? Oh, Sirac. I thought it said something else.
Yeah, that's so funny, man.
What a specimen. Maybe that's where he found those boots.
He just pulled them right out of there, threw them on.
Yeah. I mean, he might be the only one that can get away with it. That's all I'm going to say.
Here's where we begin today. Okay.
J. Crew.
New Balance. I almost bought these incense joints. Soulstop.com had them. This was like $185 shipped. And I hesitated. For whatever reason, it just didn't feel right. So the next day, and I didn't even name these, I'm texting with Nathan, just saying I almost made a spur of the moment purchase last night. And my thinking is, if you say no to 3 or 4 average pairs, then you justified spending a lot of money, maybe getting the protection pack, a pair that's really valuable and that you actually want. So I didn't even say what I'm looking at. And later that day, Nathan sends me a picture and it's from the different store, Sam Tabak, that store. Yeah. He says, you got to get these. They're like, retail. This is ridiculous. I said, actually, those are the ones that I've been going back and forth on in my mind. And he says, this is what takes me over the top. They're the Tent and Trails New Balance. They're like the Union New Balance. The way that purple is with the blue on the back. You guys seeing that the way I'm seeing that? Facts.
Right. Let's look at both at the same damn time. Like Future.
That's wild. I would have never noticed that.
So now I'm like, why didn't I buy those shoes? These are more than just an average. This is a general release that I'm lucky to get if I can get. And I go back to look at Soul Stop and they're sold out. And the Sam Tabak, it's like they weren't even on that website. So You know me, Fredo. I want like one of each before I start buying multiples. If I'm getting one pair of 2002 Rs, is it going to be these brown, beige, purple, blue joints? Because I'm not actually totally in love with them. And we've been looking at a whole lot of them. I mean, if you're looking at 2002 Rs, there's some ridiculous options. The Salehi Bembury, these, our friend Malcolm was wearing them right this week. Look at this guy.
Just a weapon.
Look at that. I'd like to point out that mom in the blue dress there in Rio de Janeiro with that big statue of JC himself in the back, and she's staring at our boy Malcolm.
I showed this to my wife. She's like, he looks hot. I was like, I know. Isn't he hot? She's like, no, it must be hot in Rio. He's got that Arc'teryx on.
Oh, yeah. You know, he sweat through his shirt that day.
Yeah. What a pic. There was a comment on this picture. It's like, all right, you won Instagram for January. Everybody try again in February. Problem with these joints is you're looking at a lot of money. You're going to spend a rack. Are you going to spend it on these orange, red? I don't even know how to classify them. Is that something you would wear often? Do you have to wear it often? I hesitate. So there's like a blue version of that too, and they're half the price. It's a lot less.
I like that one.
I really like those.
Yeah.
You're probably not supposed to be wearing your $1,000 shoes all the time, I would think, right? Because if you're getting a shoe that you're going to wear all the time, it should. By no means should I be giving financial advice, but get the $200 one if you're going to wear it all the time.
Maybe that's what it's coming down to. I got to do a better job of defining what my sneaker collecting is about. What is my style? What are my goals?
Perhaps.
There's this post about upcoming 2002 Rs. Fredo, I was in Medicine Hat talking to you about the protection pack a few months ago, and as much as I'm excited about the gray one, especially in the protection pack, there's something about this silhouette I just don't like. That heel, there's something going on both sides. I don't like the triple bump, and then when you flip it around on the other side, it just looks like your standard get it at Sport Check New Balance to me.
Yeah, I'm not huge on like the back part of the sole.
That's what makes me hesitate.
The three like bumps, you could call them, they remind me of the Vapor Max, which I'm not like huge on
Anymore.
Yeah, I was heavy into that when that came out.
We all know things here, okay?
So Tabasco is not going to be happy until we spend money, and he starts sending me every 2002 R we can find. Some people going
What
crazy.
are those?
Yeah,
those are crazy.
Are those Sean's?
that was my reaction too. This is the Sean Witherspoon 2002. Not only does it look like somebody did some like dye jobs here, it looks like cut and paste was involved. This is some real arts and crafts going on here. Like, is that corduroy or is that like AstroTurf? What is going on?
Those are nuts.
That's over the top. And it's still not my favorite because of the 3 bumps on the heel there. So this is what we're talking about now. And I know it's a bit of a different direction, but Tabasco's not going to be happy until we spend some money. So he says, what do you think about these? And they're available. It's just a standard gray New Balance, but it looks like it's choice materials. And now we're in the $200, I will be wearing it all the time range. This is a woman's shoe.
Yes. 140 retail.
Us.
140 retail. Yeah, I just couldn't find my size. That's exactly what I was gonna say, is there just wasn't a 12 woman's. And I don't even know, I've never tried on a New Balance. I mean, maybe that's something I need to do in the future here if this is what we're gonna be looking at. I've never tried one on. I don't want to order the 10 and a half, feel good, put it on, and my feet are just throbbing by the end of the day, right? Like, if I want to get it right. I truly want to get it right.
We need a road trip to an actual New Balance dealer. Get all up in there and put some kinks into them, crease them out.
140 is a really good retail too.
Right?
There's like not a lot. I honestly can't think of a shoe that I've paid 140 for.
Goldenrod Dunk Low.
Yeah.
We've got the straight up signature New Balance gray version. This is a men's shoe. You know, if we're all getting something to wear, I could see us all wearing this, but maybe we're just a couple of guys who are like on a weeknight, hard up for a pair, looking around at all the options going, well, we did talk about these Todd Snyders on the podcast in the past. If you're spending $200, get the cool name. And this is what it's really come down to. I think that's the actual purchase. If I'm putting money into something, we're like, all right, we can talk about these 5740s in another day. And before I even went to bed, Nathan's tagging me in this going, that's your size, that's the price. We've talked about this in the past. Get these chocolate milk joints. So I think that's what I'm left with. I can see myself actually wearing these. The problem with this is that an SB? If so, I need a 10. If it's fitting like a retro, then I'm actually looking at the right size here, 9.5.
I don't think it is. And social, from my understanding, Social Status is not a skate shop. So
Why would they be doing a skateboard shoe? Yeah.
wouldn't make sense.
So that's where I am at. I really like the, let me stop the screen share here. I am loving the Air Max. I've been wearing it this week. The Patas, I wear them at work. I wear them at the gym. They're awesome. I haven't changed the laces yet. I saw, Nathan, you did put the cream ones in. I really like them. There's just a way that it goes with everything. I love a shoe that goes with green pants, blue pants, black pants, gray pants, all my pants. Shorts. It's got me so excited to buy more Air Max this year. We talked about the concepts last week. I'm for real buying one of those 3 this year. So looking forward, we got some real purchases to make. Fellas, what's got you excited this week?
Well, for me, it is the that Paisley pack of dunks that's coming out, and I'm gonna pull them up right here, and I'd be curious to. You got to enable the screen share here, Tim.
Oh, of course.
It's all good.
Multiple participants.
Yeah, for me, this is a really good pack. There's really only one of them I don't like. I'll pull this up here. I'll tell you my order, and I'd love to hear your guys' take on it. I don't really think there's a wrong answer with these. They're all real nice.
Try that now.
Okay, there we go. And there we go. And there we go. We can all see this. Hey, perfect. Okay, so we got black, that baby blue, the Syracuse orange. We'll call that I don't even know if mustard does it justice. It might be more on the tan side, but who knows? And then we got that kind of Kelly green under there. Now, if I was ranking these, for me, it goes orange, it goes blue, it goes green, black, and tan. Now that green, I think, is a really good shoe. It just happens to be third here. There's nothing wrong with that black shoe. This is an elevated version of the Pandas to me. I wear the Pandas a lot myself. Again, just happens to be where it is here. But that tan one for me is not the one that does it. I'm hoping that color comes out a little bit better. I mean, this is just a digital rendering, but Fredo, I gotta know what you're thinking on these, man.
I really like the orange. I'm
Yeah.
definitely like an orange shoe guy. I would say for me that one would be the number one. Is that green? Is it like an emerald green, or is it more like a Celtics green?
Yeah, I think like a Celtics green. Kind of, to me, it looks similar to those Fear of God fitteds they did not too long ago.
Word. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really like that.
like
That'd
that.
be 2 for me.
Yeah.
And then probably blue, and then black, and then that like tan color. Tan's like the only one that I'm not super into.
I
And
dig
I don't-
that tan. Yeah.
I don't know how accurate it was, but is this a women's only release?
I
I
didn't
thought I read that somewhere, but I could be wrong.
Could be the forces too, right? We got those Paisley
Yeah.
forces as well.
No, those are sweet.
The only 2 that already exist are the Syracuse and the Pandas, right? Like we don't have an existing aqua blue like that, really, do we?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little different than a UNC. It's got that powdery blue. It's strange that the green and the blue and the black have that colored tongue. The orange gets the white tongue, just like the real Syracuse. Those are clearly going to be the standout. I mean, Syracuse and Kentucky's as it is are almost a rack. Is it going to be a little more or a little? It won't be as much. Having a Paisley swoosh like that, there's no way that'll be $1,000, but I think that'll be the most expensive one. These tan joints kind of give me a bit of a gold color, a little bit of like, you had those gold toes.
Yes.
It reminds me of that kind of gold, not as shiny. We talked about some wheat retros too. Remember, like anything that's sort of that earth tone, that brownish, not just Travis Brown, but anything earth toned, even those shimmer fours. I didn't think that they'd be as sought out, but that earth tone, it's so rare to come out on a Nike product. Yeah, I think I fuck with those golden ones, guys. They're pretty wearable.
Gold member.
Got the Midas touch.
Yeah, he loves gold.
Do we know release times, dates?
It's all, yeah, I wish I had more information on this. I went looking. It's all just, you see spring, summer, you see soon, you see April, you see it doesn't, there's nothing really conclusive. And I mean, to be fair, Nike really hasn't been conclusive with their own timelines. Even a lot of the stuff we see, it's just April, February, now it's August. So we just got to keep an eye out. I do believe those Air Forces are coming out first, and they should come out prior to this. I saw there's a raffle or a release for the blue pair. That's the all white with that powder blue swoosh on them. And yeah, Tim, to your point as well, like you mentioned, that's a blue we haven't seen before, and I think that's the only reason I put it where I do, because yeah, it's just not typical. It almost looks like that university blue one we got last year, but with a different material, right? With like a proper leather instead of a nubuck. And
right.
I think it really stands out here.
So there's one more Paisley shoe that's coming out. It's a reverse, as far as I can tell. I wish I knew better if it's part of this pack, but I mean, you only hear about so many Paisley shoes. I'm going to see if I can bring it up.
That one's an SB, Tim. So
okay, that's the completely different.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the one with the gum bottom?
Yeah. Yeah. What if I just go screen share on this?
There we are. Hey,
talk about wearable.
These remind me of a couch, you know what I mean? Like this is couch.
Grandma's couch.
Yeah.
Chesterfield. Yeah, that's
the word.
That's those love seat SBs, brother. Great pair though, right? I'm not hating on these at all. Like you see the pair with the cream laces there that you got highlighted, but I mean with that dark brown too, like nothing wrong with these. And again, there's your earth tone, Tim. So get your wallet out.
With those little hits, it's like a pink and it's a baby blue, the Paisley within it. Ooh wee.
Those look like there'll be a shoe that has like a special box. Just like, or they'll have the like rainbow SB one.
Yeah, good pick. We're talking retros and SBs, completely different. So something I'm left with this week when I'm up in the middle of the night going, I should have bought those New Balance. No, it was smart to save the $200, put it towards something you actually want. Nathan knows where he wants his collection to be at in 3 years. I've never thought about that. He said to me this week, well, if I'm going to have 50 pairs in 3 years, you got to start buying the shoes. I was like, well, why do we have to have 50 pairs? But that's where he's headed. Fredo, do you know where you're going, or are you just living for the moment?
I don't know where I'm going, but it's definitely up. I'm definitely buying more than I'm selling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been trying to chill lately, but I sold some stuff today, so I don't know how long that's gonna last. I give it by midnight tonight, and I'll have some shit ordered.
Tell me about what's going out. What's coming in?
I sold a pair of Cool Gray 11 lows and a pair of Shadow 2.0s. And then I have to list them still, but I have a pair of top 3 Jordan 1s, lightly worn. And then I'm hoping to order probably the Monarch Pata Air Max And then I really like those 5740 protection pack New Balance. I think that'd be a dope shoe to like start my New Balance because I don't have a pair yet. So
That's something, Nathan, you brought that up this week too. Like it's got that sort of torn edges, just like
Yeah,
the $1,000 ones,
yeah.
but
The
it's that
2002.
5740. Have you ever had them on foot? Have you ever tried that silhouette on?
I've literally never had a pair of New Balance on my
Yeah.
feet before,
I've never
but
seen one of those in person.
they're like all like white creamish canvas. So
Yeah.
I might dye there's a little tab in the back that's blue. So I thought about dyeing them like a baby blue. I think that'd be rad.
It kind of looks like those Levi fours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar.
You know that would take dye nice. So I'm a guy who doesn't know what he's doing with sneakers. I'm just genuinely enthusiastic about it. And some nights I'm excited to make a purchase. And I was talking to Nathan and I said, I saw some white 992s, all white. He's like, yeah, what are you going to do with those? I was like, maybe I give them the coffee dye. Hey, I stick them in that coffee. I do that dirty water thing. And he goes, well, then you got a pair of brown New Balances that no one's going to buy from you. You better love them because you ruined them. They're yours for life. But you don't hesitate, Shay. You'll put anything in that dirty water.
Yeah, for the most part, like if I'm doing the coffee dye, I'm probably gonna age them anyway. And usually with like all the shit that I age, I just like wear into the ground. So I don't know. For me, it's not stuff that I'll be selling anyway. So it's a little easier that way. But even those dunk highs that you grabbed for me, I think I had them for like a day before they were sitting in coffee for a couple hours.
Yeah, those Kentuckys look better when you changed them up. So the Monarchs, what size are you? And tell me what it's like buying for big feet.
I don't know. It honestly for me, I all my ones in that I usually go size 12. For some of the like runner styles, I like going 11 and a half, even for like Air Force and that kind of stuff. Just because
And then
I
don't tie it up.
yeah, I don't know. I usually rock them undone if they're tighter, which I'm okay with. I don't know. I'm like also someone who if it's uncomfortable but it looks good, I'll just like wear it anyway. Uh, it's kind of a bonus if it's comfortable, but truthfully, I don't really give a shit. So
Yeah, you can get away with 11 and a halfs then in these Monarchs because it's that athletic, squishy, stretchy material. And I don't want to tie those joints up.
yeah, there's definitely like some shoes too. I think that like if you have to tie them like a bit tighter, they don't like really look different. I find with like runners and like especially Air Maxes and like one lows in that, if you tie them tight, they look like super goofy. So I usually go a half size down anyway. But
Sometimes you can save the shipping doing that too.
yeah, or add.
It's ridiculous when you go last sale, 11 and a half is $25 different.
I like get why, but I don't know. When it's the size that you want and it's $25 more, it's kind of a piss off.
Well, my Zoom's telling me we're going to have to wrap it up here, but feeling really good about how things are looking, how it came together this week on the pod. We're getting very excited to have a guest next week. Fellas, share where you're at on the web so people can find your fit pics.
I am Young Tabasco, again, 2 C's, no typo. It's the same Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. It's all there. You can go find it. Make sure, more importantly, that you're going to Sneaker Show Podcast on Instagram, checking out these in-hand looks we've been posting because there's some really good shoes on there. And there's some really good ones coming up too. I won't spoil too much, but it's not slowing down. That's all I'll say.
Real quick before we hear from Fredo, tell me about the Kid Cudi hoodie. Where'd it come from?
Oh wow! Well, I got this from. I got to kind of back up here, don't I? Hey, give it the look. I don't know if there's a good way to do this. You guys will see it. If you want to see it better, follow me on Instagram. It'll be there. It'll be on the podcast page, even, I'm sure too. I got this from a good friend of mine, Andrew Spencer. He's a mod in CSX and I think a couple other ones. Guy's fantastic. Wonderful to deal with. We've definitely sent some packages back and forth. He had this on there. I commented and I was like, damn, that hoodie. I wasn't going to buy it. I was just like, that's a sick hoodie. And he messaged me and he was like, well, I could do this. And I was like, I could do that too. Yeah. So it came, yeah, it's a cactus plant flea market, Kid Cudi Man on the Moon 3 hoodie. I'm super happy with this. It's a nice heavyweight, and it's, yeah, I don't know, probably can wear it with everything. And like I think it kind of glows in the dark too. I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like it did the one night. I was pretty tired, but if it doesn't, do with that story what you want. But
It
You got
looks
a real
thick,
good
two
price.
C's.
yeah, and absolutely, he gave me a real good price. Yeah, but I know you're into that kind of thing, but this was just a love of the game.
The pair of Jordans you had on with it today, just perfect. The
Thank you.
pink and the yellow, man.
Fusion Reds, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shay, my brother, Fredo, tell people where you're at, dog.
I'm at 403 Fredo on Instagram and TikTok. Mainly be posting fit grids and outfit posts. And yeah, feel free to follow me there. Show some love. All the love is
Hell yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the feedback about the unboxings. When people say keep going, it means something to us. Thanks
Yes.
a lot.
Truly.
And we're going to be back here Sunday nights moving forward. That's the plan. Thanks for kicking it with us. We really appreciate you being on the other end of it. I think we're sounding better than we have yet on the video. We got some new equipment going on around here. Everything is just to the moon this year. Let's go.
Man on the moon,
thanks
all
so
right.
much.
Yes, sir.
Hey. Okay, till next week. We're up. Peace.